Probably know, our city was represented by two area groups over the holiday season. You may have seen the Brunswick High School marching Blue Devils as they braved the elements and marched at the Orange Bowl parade on national TV. But unless you were in Orlando, you wouldn't have seen our first group, the St. Ambrose Cheerleaders. The girls were invited to compete in a national competition in Orlando, and we spoke to Coach Jody Platt about the trip.
Well, first they entered the National Cheerleaders Association summer camp, where they learned cheers and chants and competed each night for ribbons, where they won superior ribbons every night. And then, because they did so well, they were sent an invitation to come to their regional championships at Kent State University on November 1st. They started practicing in June for summer camp, and then once they realized that they were going to be going to the regionals, they started practicing right away for that in August. On November 1st, when we competed, the girls did real well and placed first and received a trophy, so that entitled them to qualify for the nationals, which gave us 6 weeks to plan and raise money to get here.
Okay, how did you accomplish that in those 6 weeks?
Well, the parents were real great. They helped so much. It's been a real good unity. Not only the squad is close, but the parents are super. They did a real good job. They more or less asked for donation and support from the community and businesses. And we had a lot of parishioners that were really generous and really great. You know, it was really great.
Okay. I know I was one of the people that was riding on the bus, and it was about a 24-hour bus trip down from Brunswick. I was wondering how the girls managed to get up the next morning for an early call for their competition.
They were so excited. They didn't even get to bed till midnight, and then they were up at 3 in the morning taking showers and ready, and they were pounding on my door at 5 a.m. wanting to go to breakfast so that they'd be ready. And they didn't even have to compete until 9:28. So we ended up going to breakfast at 6, and they practiced from 7 until 9:30, until it was time for them to compete.
Okay, and overall, how did they place in the competition?
We don't know that yet. There was 49 squads in our division, and they don't list all of them. They'll send us, they only list the top 10, they'll send us within a week or two the final results as to where we placed.
Now let's take a look at the girls in action as they put their best feet forward. Before boarding the buses to return to Brunswick, the St. Ambrose cheerleaders enjoyed a day at Walt Disney World. But they were only 3 days early to enjoy the Brunswick Marching Blue Devils as they paraded down Disney's famed Main Street, joining in the fun of Mickey's Street Party. Here's a look at their performance.
One of the most popular rides of Walt Disney World in Orlando is It's a Small World, and that was proven to us by an appearance from a Lakewood High School band, the Ranger Marching Band. Here's a look at their performance. appearance of these band was a preview to Mickey's Street Party, a parade celebrating the 15-year anniversary of Walt Disney World. Here's a look at some scenes from the parade.
Into your feet and put your hands up. The party's getting hotter. Jumping in the streets, so put your hands up.
The Marching Blue Devils got to spend 2 days exploring both Walt Disney World as well as Epcot Center during their trip. Then on New Year's Eve, the group moved on to Miami to ring out the very wet 1986. Fortunately, the rain held up just long enough for the national coverage to be virtually rain-free. With the likes of Marie Osmond and Janie Fricke, the Marching Blue Devils joined in the celebration of the Orange Bowl Parade. Let's take a look. And with that performance, the Brunswick High School Marching Blue Devils closed out the year 1986. And that also closes out this edition of Brunswick Today. Keep watching Cable Channel 18 for updates on future editions of Brunswick Today. I'm Jeff Neidert. Have a great 87.